welcome to Crochet Jewel Channel. I'm going to share with you how to make this crochet drawstring bag with the snowflake. I used an eye hook for the bag and medium worsted yarn, and this is done with Karen Soft yarn. And if you are not a subscriber already, please subscribe. There is a beginner's playlist if you need help with any beginner stitches. If this video is too fast, you can place it in slow motion. The pattern is down below. Okay, so let's get started. Get started, you're going to create a slip knot onto your hook. Chain 16, yarn over and pull through. So single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So 1, 2, insert your hook, grab the yarn, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You're going to work that until you get to the very end. And then work that to the end. Now you're going to single crochet 3 times in the last stitch. And then continue on the other side, do not turn, and work a single crochet in each stitch until you get to the end. Now you're going to work 2 single crochet in that last stitch, and you can use a stitch marker on your last stitch to keep track of your rounds. Okay, and for the next rounds you can work this in a single crochet for a tighter stitch, or you can do a half double crochet depending on how you want to do this. I'm going to do a single crochet, and you just work a single crochet in each stitch around until you get to the stitch marker. If you want more depth in this pouch, you can create some increases here and some increases here. However, I'm just going to make this kind of small, and so I'm just going to work my single crochet until I get to the stitch marker. You're at the stitch marker, and you can take it out and place it into your last stitch again. So just continue on with your single crochet around until you get back to that stitch marker. Work it all the way around until you get back to the stitch marker. I did 15 rounds, and now I'm going to slip stitch into the next stitch here, which is the beginning. I want to chain 4, and this is going to be the double crochet around for your drawstring to pull it through. Okay, so you're going to yarn over, skip a stitch, go into the next stitch, and work your double crochet. Yarn over, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then chain 1, skip, work your double crochet. You're going to work this until you get to the beginning, chain 1, skip, work your double crochet, and then chain 1 and just repeat. It's going to look like this. Now you're going to end with your chain 1. You can go into 1, 2, and then the 3rd chain, slip stitch into it, grab the yarn and pull through, and then you're going to chain 1, and you can work a single crochet, you can work a half double crochet. I'm going to go ahead and work a half double crochet, so I'm going to do a chain 2, yarn over, insert into this chain 1 space, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, half double crochet into this double crochet, half double crochet into the space, half double crochet into the double crochet and just repeat until you get back to the beginning. You're going to end with a slip stitch into that chain 2. And you can fasten off and weave in your ends. So yarn over and pull through, and you can take your yarn needle and weave in your ends. Now you're going to create your chains for your drawstrings. So slip knot onto your hook, yarn over and pull through. And create as many chains as you would like. So I did 50. I'm going to yarn over and pull through. And to weave in your ends, take your yarn needle and you can go into the inside, weave them in up to 3 to 4 times to secure them and to hide them. And then you can cut those loose ends with your scissors. So you can take your chains and go ahead and place them through the loop in the front, and you're going to weave them in and out. So you're going to have this one go over, so this one will go under. And just keep weaving it in and out. So it's going to go under and then over, under and then over until, and then make sure that you're doing this on the opposite side as well. And take this all the way to the end here with connecting. Now you're going to do the opposite side and run and then go ahead and take your drawstring and work it on the opposite side here. You're going to stop because you're on this side. Pull this through, but it needs to be on the opposite side. Going to have it on opposite ends so you can cinch it together, but you're going to want to make sure these ends are almost even, and then kind of tie the ends together, and then you can cut them. It's going to look like this, and then you just pull it and it cinches it close because you did it on opposite ends and then connected it with a little tie here on the ends. And then you open it up and you can place things inside. Also, at the end of the video, I'm going to add a repeat video that I've done before, which is the snowflake. So if you want to add the snowflake, you can. I did this in Caron soft yarn, and you can hot glue gun this or you can sew it on just like this, and it looks so, and if you did a different colored one, you could add this wreath, something Christmassy or anything really. You could add a star. I don't think these colors go together, but if you did it in a different color, and then look at how cute, you can add the little reindeer. Hi, I'm going to show you how to make this snowflake. I used Caron soft yarn. And I used an F hook, and if you want to make your snowflake with thread yarn, I'd use like a 2 or around like a 2 or 3 size hook. This is an F hook and it is 3.75, or you could use a thread, like I said, a thread yarn. This is Caron soft yarn. If you like to make it bigger, of course use a bigger hook or thicker yarn. To get started, you're going to start your magic circle. Grab that yarn with your hook, and you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That counts as a double crochet and a chain 2. And then you're going to double crochet in the magic circle, yarn over, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, chain 2. You're going to do a total of 6 double crochet and chain 2s. So you have 1, 2, you're going to do 4 more double crochet, and then chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2. Okay, so you have 6 all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 2. Take your tail of your magic circle and close by pulling it. Take your hook, slip stitch on top of the chain 3. Grab that yarn and pull through, and then pull through. It's going to look like this. Make sure you slip stitch inside of that chain 2 now. And you're going to chain 3, this counts as your double crochet, and you're going to work 2 more double crochet in that space. So that's 1, 2, and then 3. And then chain 2, and then work 3 double crochet in that chain 2 space. Two, three, chain 2, 3 double crochet in this chain 2, three double crochet, and then chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 2, chain 2. Slip stitch on top of the chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Grab the yarn, pull through, and then pull through again for a slip stitch. Slip stitch into the chain 2. And then you're going to chain 3, slip stitch, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slip stitch inside that chain 2 space. And then you're going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then slip stitch, and then chain 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip stitch, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then slip stitch, so you're going to have a chain 3, slip stitch, chain 5, slip stitch, chain 7, slip stitch, chain 5, slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch. It's going to look like this. Then you're going to take your hook and go into each stitch and slip stitch. So grab the yarn, slip stitch in the next, slip stitch in the next. So you slip stitch in all 3 double crochet, slip stitch in the chain 2, and then just repeat. So you're going to chain 3, and you're going to repeat what you did here. Every chain 2 gets one of these, so you're going to chain 3, slip stitch, chain 5, slip stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip stitch, chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slip stitch, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip stitch, pull through, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, and then go to each double crochet and slip stitch. Slip stitch in the chain 2, and so it's going to look like this. So 3, chain 5, chain 7, chain 5, chain 3, all slip stitches. You're going to do that again, and so just do that right across. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip stitch, chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slip stitch, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, okay, so then you slip stitch in this double crochet, this one, and slip stitch into here. Once you get all the way to the end, you're going to have all of your picot stitches here, and then you're just going to slip stitch right into this double crochet, and I'll show you how to finish this at the end. Okay, so you're at the end here, and you're going to you did your last chain 3, slip stitch, and then in this double crochet here, you're going to work a slip stitch, and then chain 1 and pull your yarn through. You cut your yarn, pull it through, and then you're going to take your yarn needle and weave this in, and then your yarn needle on the back for this one, or you can just cut it now. So take your yarn needle, and then weave it into the back a few times to secure it and to hide it. So 1, 2, 3. Take your scissors and cut it. And you can cut this one too. And this is what it looks like when it's finished. This is the two of them together. I hope you enjoyed this crochet drawstring bag pattern. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and thank you for watching.